You know what's strange? The most perceptive, most profound people you've ever met, they didn't learn that from books or school or expensive courses. They learned it from a place no one wants to visit. Not from lectures, not from self-help books, but from moments where they had to learn, moments where their emotional survival depended on their ability to read the room, to understand the person across from them. Psychologists call this traumatic intelligence, a form of intelligence not measured by IQ tests, not taught in any formal curriculum, yet it determines how you navigate this world. And if you've never heard of this concept, that's exactly why this video was made. Research in neuropsychology has revealed something astonishing. People who experience adversity during their formative years often develop a suite of superior cognitive abilities, not because they were lucky, but because their brains rewired themselves. This process, science calls adaptive neuroplasticity. It is an adaptation to survive in environments demanding heightened vigilance. Simply put, the amygdala, your brain's danger alarm, becomes exponentially more sensitive than average, scanning for any sign of a shift in the environment. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, the seat of reason, learns to function efficiently even while the amygdala is screaming. This unique combination creates what we call traumatic intelligence, an intelligence forged in fire, a mind capable of logic under extreme emotional duress. Sign 1. Adaptive hypervigilance. You walk into a crowded room and within 10 seconds you've read the atmosphere. You know who's tense, who's sad, who's faking cheerfulness, and who's concealing anger. You don't need anyone to tell you. Others call you too sensitive or overthinking. But in the past, accurately reading the emotional states of those around you, especially those with power over your safety, was a survival skill. Your brain learned to scan for subtle shifts in micro-expressions. Now, in the adult world, it becomes an undeniable competitive advantage. You navigate complex social situations with a finesse others can only dream of, seeing the unspoken currents that dictate the outcome of every interaction. Sign 2. Hyperempathy. You feel other people's pain as if it were your own. Watching a sad movie? You weep as if you've lost a loved one. Seeing a stranger suffering on the street? Your heart clenches and you can't stop thinking about them. Sometimes you absorb others' emotions without realizing it. You enter a joyful room and feel uplifted. You sit beside someone anxious and feel uneasy. It developed because you once needed to sync your emotions with a caregiver to predict their behavior. Your mirror neuron system operates more powerfully than average. While this can exhaust you without boundaries, it's also the source of profound compassion and the ability to connect with others on a level most people cannot reach. Sign 3. Stress inoculation. While everyone around you panics, you become eerily calm, almost cold in their eyes. Crisis hits, your mind sharpens. Pressure mounts, you enter problem-solving mode and tackle one thing after another. Outsiders might think you're unfeeling. They don't understand how you can remain composed in situations that would shatter anyone else. But this isn't indifference. Your nervous system has grown accustomed to high pressure over a long period. Crisis isn't an abnormal event. It's the state you were trained to operate in. Your HPA axis responds differently. The result is you possess crisis leadership, making clear decisions when others lose direction, an invaluable skill. Sign 4. Advanced pattern recognition. You analyze others' behavior with obsessive depth. Why did they say that with that tone? What did that glance mean? You see hidden patterns and motives that others miss completely. This isn't useless overthinking. Your brain was trained to seek hidden meaning to predict behavior, because in the past, not doing so could lead to real danger. You learn that surface words often don't match intentions. This skill grants you the ability to see through people and situations. It is a massive advantage in negotiation, relationship building, and protecting yourself from dishonest people. You are essentially a human lie detector. I want you to pause and take a breath. Just one breath. What you've just heard, hypervigilance, empathy, inoculation, pattern recognition, these are not weaknesses. These are real cognitive and biological adaptations. Your brain rebuilt itself so you could survive and transcend environments that would have crushed anyone else's spirit. You are not broken. You are not permanently damaged. You have been tempered. You have been forged. You have developed a mental operating system that most people don't even know exists, And now, we'll go deeper into the next signs. Even more subtle evidence that your mind operates on a different level. Sign 5. Rich inner world. You possess an extraordinarily complex inner world. You spend considerable time contemplating life's meaning and human nature. Others may find you pensive or hard to read. This isn't detachment. This is an adaptive internal sanctuary. Because you learned early that the external world wasn't always safe, you built an inner world as refuge and laboratory for your mind. Sign 6. Fierce self-reliance. You solve problems on your own before seeking help. You're used to relying only on yourself. Sometimes you find it difficult to depend on others, even when they mean well. This isn't irrational stubbornness. This is learned self-preservation. You learned that true safety comes from self-sufficiency. This self-reliance is the foundation of an inner strength few possess. Sign 7. Emotional intensity. Your emotions aren't fleeting. They are profound experiences that sometimes overwhelm you. You feel joy more deeply and sadness more piercingly than most people. This isn't emotional dysregulation. Your limbic system is calibrated at a higher threshold. This is both a curse and a gift. The gift is experiencing life in all its richness and nuance. Sign 8. Guarded trust, deep loyalty. You find it very hard to trust, but once earned, you give absolute loyalty. You have an invisible wall that strangers must spend time to overcome. This isn't paranoia. This is adaptive skepticism. Experience taught you that trust must be built and verified. As a result, your relationships have a depth and authenticity rarely found. If any of this resonates, if you found yourself nodding, I want you to know something. You're not overthinking. You're not too sensitive. You're not broken. You are recognizing a truth. You're recognizing how your brain and soul adapted to protect you, to help you survive, and now to help you thrive in ways others cannot. You possess a mental operating system built for resilience. These traits are not scars to hide. They are evidence that you walked through things that would have broken others, and you're still standing. You are tempered, forged, and strong. Not just standing, but seeing with sharper eyes, feeling with a deeper heart, and thinking with a keener mind. You are the byproduct of survival, turned into an evolution of character. This isn't the end. It's an invitation to see yourself through a new lens. Not damage, but forged strength. Carry this awareness into your day and recognize your unique value in this world. If you want to go deeper into turning these traits into real advantages, the next video will be on the channel next week. I hope to see you there to continue the journey. You are not permanently damaged. You are not just a victim of circumstance. You have developed a suite of cognitive abilities that allow you to navigate the world with a precision others lack. Carry this awareness into your interactions, your work, and your self-reflection. You have a mental operating system built in fire. Use it wisely, use it kindly, and use it for your growth. Thank you for being here. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. We are building a community of the forged. Until next time, honor your path and your progress. Your traumatic intelligence is your superpower. It is the gold that fills your cracks. Go out and see the world with those sharper eyes. We will see you very soon. Take care of yourself. Honor your resilience. And remember, you are evolved. The world needs the depth you bring to it. Goodbye for now, fellow travelers.